Welcome to the House of Fi. At the House of Fi, we inspire and encourage families of all shapes and demographics to achieve financial independence. Here, we teach you to become debt-free, build wealth, and increase your income. We also share inspiring stories of others on the road to Fi, others who have made it to Fi, as well as some of our own perspective about this journey. If you're a family on the road to financial independence, we want you to know that financial independence is for everyone. We're glad you're here.
Well, I'm super excited to talk just again briefly with Chelsea from Smart Money Mamas. Chelsea is putting on a summit in the near future that is going to be called Mamas Talk Money. I'm really excited to hear more about it, find out when it is, what it's going to look like, and just hear more about it. So Chelsea, welcome back. And I can't wait to hear about the Mamas Talk Money Summit.
Thanks so much for having me back, Wendy. So the summit is all about, we want to get more moms talking about money and break that kind of taboo. And we had so many mamas in our community that had money questions that they felt like when they asked them, they couldn't get reliable answers, or they felt mansplained to, or there was a lot of shame around it. So we said, why don't we get as many women as we can that are real financial experts and that are moms themselves to come talk and answer some of those questions. So that's what we're doing with the summit. We have over 40 speakers over 5 days. The event's going to run from October 21st to 25th. And really just, we're going to cover everything from family finance to career and business and investing in retirement. And we're going to wrap the event on kids and money, which is really kind of raising those next generation of financially savvy little people.
I love it. This is so exciting. We, I'm in a couple different groups that are women groups. And I think the one thing that we hear over and over, just as you said, is that there's some insecurities about it. There's often situations where they haven't been involved in the finances. And so having something like this where they can actually not just gain the knowledge, but take control of their finances is super incredible. And, also become more of a partner if you're married or have a partner, like become involved together. So I think it's a really great opportunity. I'm so glad to hear that you guys are doing this.
And we're going to have some really fantastic speakers. We have Tiffany Elish, who's often known as the Budgetista, speaking. Yes. We have Mrs. Frugalwoods and Aaron Chase. And then we have some really cool people talking specifically about couple money and becoming a partner and making sure that you guys are on the same financial page. So we have Elle Martinez from Couple Money and Ty and Talat McNeely from His and Her Money are going to come and talk about how they got on the same page after some difficult situations where they were unaware of debt on one side of that marriage. So
right.
It's going to be really, really interesting.
Sounds like there's going to be a whole lot of different perspectives, which is so awesome. So tell me again, what are the dates for the summit?
The summit will run from October 21st through October 25th.
Okay, fantastic. Awesome. So I will make sure that there is a link in our show notes for anyone who's interested to get on the wait list for that. And then is there a site or anything where people can just get more information in general about it?
Absolutely. So mamastalkmoney.com already has the list of speakers up and running and some details about the event. I will say the event will be free to attend. So each talk as it goes live through the conference will be available for free for 48 hours. If you want lifetime access to videos and some other upgrades, there will be a pass that we'll be selling, but it'll be free to attend, and we're not capping it on a number of people. The wait list is more to kind of, keep you guys in the loop. We're going to share every other week. We'll share a newsletter with some great content for women from some of our speakers and our affiliates. And it'll just be a great experience, hopefully, for everybody.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming back on real quick just to share what this is about. And I'm super excited to keep our listeners updated as we get closer, just to, let them know, hey, it's coming, and so they don't miss out. So thank you again so much for coming back.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah, you should start it off with celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration now. That song.
You want to sing it?
No, let me use the song. Just a little piece of it. All right, let's go.
Welcome back, House of Five family. And if you are new here, welcome to our house. I am Wendy, and my better half is across the table from me. Hey, babe.
Hey, Wendy.
It's so weird when you use my name.
I know.
It makes me feel weird.
I do that a lot of times when I'm answering the questions, but I'll say, "And Wendy," and you're sitting right next to me, like third person.
Oh, so we hit a huge, huge milestone yesterday.
We did?
Babe, come on.
I know we did. We hit 100,000 downloads.
Yes.
And we were counting them down as they clicked off.
I went in and I checked, and we were at 990. No, we were at what?
We were at
99.
We were at
999.
999. No, 99. 99,999.
There was a bunch of nines.
Yes, there was. We couldn't get it right. And then she said, click, we hit our 100th.
Yeah.
And we did our little whoop whoop.
And we just want to say thank you to everyone who listens to the show and supports our show. We could not have hit this milestone without you. It's a huge milestone. It lets us know we are moving in the right direction, that we're providing good content, and we will keep at this as long as you are listening.
Yes, thank you.
We thank you so, so much. And that's not to say that it's been easy the whole time. That's for sure.
No, we've been through a lot of transitions.
Yeah, a lot of transitions, and it's a lot of hard work putting this show together. Thoroughly enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. But it is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of our time and effort, and just thinking about topics and, getting guests on the show. It's a lot. And I kind of think about it in the same way as our money journey, that it's really important to know why we are doing this. Why are we putting on a show? What are we doing it for? And the reason that we're doing it is because we felt that, at least when we started, that there was something missing. There was something missing in the community, and that was other moms and dads that were maybe where we were, maybe later in life with still significant amount of debt, and just, trying to figure this whole financial independence thing out. And we wanted to be a resource for you guys. We wanted to be an encouragement for you guys, because it does get hard.
Yeah, it does. And you guys keep us going. I mean, every time we have our interviews, it just gives us another notch in our belt, where we know, because we're doing it late in life, and we know we're on a goal. We have our why we want to do this, to keep us moving forward. And every time you click on our downloads, it just keeps us going to say, hey, we want to make sure that everybody gets all the information they can, because if we're doing it this late and you're starting a little early, it's going to be, I don't want to say easy breezy, but you have the opportunity and the information from the community to make sure that you're successful, and all the pitfalls and all the roadblocks, and be able to get around those.
Right. And so where this kind of ties in is with our 7-step money challenge. One of the very, very first things that we have people do in that challenge is to really sit down and visualize why you are on this financial independence journey, where you are now, where you want to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years. What does life look like? What will you be able to say, I am debt free. I have such and such in my retirement account. I am home with my children. And it's important to have those, because then you can go back and look and, get that motivation that you need when maybe you hit a stumbling block, or you feel like it's taking forever, or you have some major repair and your emergency fund takes a big hit. It's important to have those whys. And so we have some really great news. In addition to the workbook that we have created, we have also opened an Etsy store.
Yes, we have.
Right. And so this Etsy store, what we did is we created a bunch of downloadables and printables. And essentially we have made the Shut Up and Budget book into downloadable and printable workbook where you can print them as many times as you like. The really cool thing about it is that there's some additional downloads in the bundle. So there's debt trackers to track your debt. There's savings trackers to track your savings goals as well as your retirement goals. And so we'll link that in the show notes.
You know what that always makes me think of is the In Living Color, the guy, Amon. I'm a gynecologist, a proctologist, a urologist, and I do hot dogs on the side, man. And that always thinks that.
How did what I say made you remember that?
Because we've been dipping into everything and seeing what our passion is. And it's not that, we're doing it just for a short amount of time. And just like we talked about before, you do something until,
it clicks.
It clicks, yeah.
Well, and I think that the things that we've done so far, these are additional value to our listeners so that they can, have the tools that they need in their toolbox to get where they want to be.
Yeah, that's true. And it's just also an extra source of income. But I mean, it's a lot of it's fun and you learn a lot of new things. I know that with the Etsy store, and then when my niece gets back into town, and we're going to start the Teacher Pay Teacher store. And, I do a lot of stuff with special education, with data sheets, with any of the work. I do all of the stuff on my own. And, I just use it for my class. But, some of my colleagues ask for, hey, can I get this from you? I like how you did this. And so, if I can get it out there for everybody, it'd be great.
I think that's great. I think that it really does. If you're finding a need for something and you have to create it for yourself, chances are there's someone out there that has the same sort of need. And so that's why these sites like Etsy and Teacher Pay Teachers are really great resources, not just for if you have creativity and you want to do your own store doing that, but just for people to find stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's an awesome opportunity.
Well, speaking of I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm doing this or that. Guess what I did today?
What did you do?
I took another criminal case.
Yes. I know.
I'm supposed to be retired, you guys.
Well, see, that was your background. People are going to recommend you when you do a good job.
And that's exactly what happened. It's one of my absolute most favorite clients who I truly, truly believed in him and believed in his innocence and was with him 100% of the way. And it was one of my most awesome victories I've ever had. And we did win at trial. And so he and his wife forwarded this individual to me. And I just couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't say no. So I'm out of retirement for this one case.
Yeah. You're going to have to do a little bit of traveling, but.
Yeah, it won't be too bad. It'll be maybe like once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to go with the flow, I guess.
Yeah. That's going to go into our IRA account.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's going to be nice. And it'll be fun to go to Phoenix and see my friends.
It's going to be hot.
That's true. I'm not looking forward to that.
It's going to be major
been
hot.
Triple digits,
Yeah.
really, really hot there recently.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll get to go there when it's still monsooning because I love, love, love the monsoons.
Not me.
Well, everybody, thank you for listening in to this bonus episode. Just a few last things to go over with you. There is still time to put your vote in for the Plutus Awards, for the People's Choice Awards. Basically, that's your vote for who you want. And what I heard today is that will stay open almost all the way up until the date of the Plutus Awards. So please vote for us and put our name in the hat. We would love your support. And then, as you heard at the beginning of the show from Chelsea Brennan from Smart Money Mamas, there is going to be a Mamas Talk Money Summit coming in October, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome opportunity for moms. And we will be providing a link in our show notes for you to get on the wait list for that so that you can stay informed of just more details and all that good stuff. All right, everybody, that is a wrap for this week. We will see you again next Wednesday. And in the meantime,
Thank you for listening. We were glad you were here. I think I put myself out of date when I said In Living Color. That was back in the day with all the...
J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo was a dancer at that time.
Jim Carrey.
Carrey was starting.
What was the guy's name?
Oh, yeah, Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Let me tell you something. That was all the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They had their hands in everything.
They did.
For a while there.
But that was a good one. Edmond and the husband and wife had many jobs.
Funny.
Yeah.